The night itself is a canvas, ready for our darkest fears to be painted across its starry expanse. Are you afraid of the dark? You should be. For it is in the shadows, where our imaginations run wild, that true terror resides. Tonight, we delve into 3 tales of horror, each one a chilling vignette of fear. We'll encounter a maniac driven by madness, a clown consumed by a darkness far deeper than humour, and a malevolent presence that haunts the woods. A chilling reminder of lives and deaths marked by violence. These are not stories for the faint of heart. Turn back now if you seek comfort. But if you dare to confront what lurks in the night, then step closer and let the shivers crawl down your spine. The air was thick with the stench of rust and decay. Moonlight sliced through the grimy windows of the abandoned warehouse, falling in shattered beams on the concrete floor. Somewhere in the distance, a rat scurried, its tiny claws scratching at the silence. He was here, the maniac. He moved like a phantom, a blurred stain of shadows and rage. There, in the darkness, he saw her. She cowered behind a pile of old tires, her eyes wide with terror. The hunt was on. Footsteps echoed, swift and chaotic. A scream pierced the night, cut short. The only sound that remained was the drip, drip, drip of blood on the cold concrete. The carnival music had long since faded, replaced by the eerie silence of the fog-choked night. In the distance loomed the Ferris wheel, a skeletal silhouette against the swirling grey. Burst balloons and scattered cotton candy lay like the remnants of a nightmare. He stood there amidst the decaying remnants of laughter and joy, the killer clown. His white makeup was smeared with grime, his once bright red smile now a grotesque wound. In his gloved hand he clutched a wicked knife, its blade glinting under the dim glow of a flickering streetlight. His eyes, 2 burning coals of crimson, seemed to pierce the very soul. They held a mirthless amusement, a cruel parody of joy. He didn't move, he didn't need to. His very presence was a threat, a promise of violence waiting to be unleashed. The forest held its breath. Trees, gnarled and ancient, stood sentinel as a thick fog rolled in, blanketing the earth in an ephemeral shroud. It was a place of shadows and secrets, where the very air hummed with unseen energy. They called him the Wraith. A whisper of a man, his form barely discernible, a flickering outline against the darkness. But his hands, those spectral appendages, glowed with an unnatural light, a spectral luminescence that sent shivers down the spine. He was a phantom, the ghost of a man who had once stalked these woods, leaving a bloody trail of horror in his wake. Now he was trapped, doomed to relive his gruesome deeds for eternity. You could hear him if you listened closely.
They're coming. They're always coming.
A whisper of words carried on the wind.